Jr., right? PNC Bank just shut them down. I saw you tweet something about that on Twitter.
It's really frightening, to be honest, because if they're going to shut him down, they could shut any one of us down. It's really outrageous that a bank would want to tell us how to live our lives, what kind of business we should be in. And I think every American, whether they're Democrat, Republican, Independent, should be very concerned about. Today it's Donald Trump Jr., tomorrow it might be you. And so we need to stop that kind of activity from happening. It's wrong.
Americans, do you think that they are awakened at this point, or are they still asleep to the globalists and what they're doing?
I think people are waking up. I mean, look at this crowd of people. Look at the people here at CPAC. Everywhere I go, people, whether it's in an airport, in any state, they say, keep fighting. We can't let these people win, because they are truly trying to destroy America. And we've got to make sure that we preserve this amazing country, the rights that we have for our children. It's imperative. I have 2 children of my own, and I want to make sure that we have America. They have the freedoms that I had, and they have the life that I've been able to enjoy, or even better. And I think we can do that if we come together as Americans.
I do want to get you on one other thing. Ron DeSantis is not here. Your thoughts about that?
Well, I think that's a loss for him. He should be here. Why wouldn't you want to be around some of the greatest patriots in the country, some of the greatest conservatives in the country? So I know he's a busy guy, and maybe his schedule, he couldn't make it because of his schedule. But I think any Republican who chooses not to come, who's been invited, it's actually, they're the ones getting hurt by that, because the people here want to hear all kinds of ideas from everybody.
Thank you so much.
Kari, can you comment on Coy Griffith being exonerated in New Mexico?
Hi, how are you?
Hello, Governor of the state of Arizona.
Hi.
Duly elected. Ladies and gentlemen, meet your governor of the...
Amen.
Thank you, George.
Because at the end of the day, ma'am, I've been following you for a year and a half that you've been campaigning. I know nobody knows, that's not rehearsed. I've been following you for a year and a half, ma'am. I met personally 750,000 voters, all saying they voted for Kari Lake. Where's the voting? Where's the numbers?
Everyone voted for us, and the people who are sitting in, thank you, I love you right back. The people who are sitting in the governor's office, the people who are sitting in these other offices are frauds, and they stole this election from the people of Arizona.
Well, this is what I wanted to know from you, from the horse's mouth. We in Maryland, Washington, D.C., we wanted to hear from you, ma'am, from all your constituents.
What do you want to hear?
I want to hear how they robbed you.
Oh, well, I mean, they sabotaged Election Day, for starters. They sabotaged Election Day. They shut down and made it almost impossible to vote in Republican areas. 60% of our voting locations were non-functioning or non-functional on Election Day, and they intentionally printed the wrong image on the ballot on Election Day, knowing that my supporters, our Republican supporters, were showing up and voting 3-1, and they made it impossible.
Because everyone here is asking me what happened. Some of them do not know the details, man, because they suppress the information.
Oh, let me just
today for all the press.
Let me just tell you this.
To get my message loud and clear that our governor is Kari Lake. Period. End of the story.
Thank you. And I know you're saying that because you saw what happened.
Yes, I saw what happened.
You're not biased. You saw what happened. And I'll tell you what. Any Republican that I know, if this happened to the Democrats, we would stand up and say that's wrong.
Right.
We don't want to have 300,000 bogus ballots poured into the system. We don't want to have Election Day sabotaged. If it was Katie Hobbs voters who were disenfranchised, I would still be standing up saying this is wrong. We're America. We can't afford to continue to have corrupt, third world style elections, or we're not going to have this country much longer.
Kari, this is a very difficult question to ask you. MTG talked about a national divorce, blue states, red states. Any thoughts on any of that?
I think we need to come together as a country, and I feel that we are starting to. I've had more Democrats on the campaign trail who said, I've never voted for a Republican, and you're the first Republican I'm going to vote for. I think we can come together as a country, and that's what I want to see. We've already been through that chapter, and we don't want to redo that chapter again in history. And so we're going to move forward. We're going to elect President Trump. We're going to bring some peace to the world again and start rebuilding and making America great again.
Have you thought about running for Arizona Senate seat?
We do the showtime?
Yeah, I think we've got one more interview.
Y'all want to stick around and watch Kari do an interview?
Running for Arizona Senate seat?
You know what? I am focused at this moment on my court case, which we just filed at the Arizona Supreme Court. That is my focus. But if they're willing to steal an election because they want me and our supporters and our movement to go away, we're not going away. I will never go away. And I am not going to stop helping lead this movement. And so if that was their plan, to steal an election to make me go away, they got another thing coming.
Kari, we've had a